Everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Okay, I've got rid of the squeaky chair. I've got another chair from the kitchen, so there's no more squeaky chair. For now. For now. I didn't realise how squeaky it was till I was working yesterday, and I was kind of conscious of it because not everybody's talking about it, but a lot of people are talking about it. I'm kind of joking about it, so I'm not too worried. But I've got rid of the squeaky chair and brought the one in from the kitchen. So, today we're going to be talking about just the crypto kind of general kind of market updates, and in particular BABB, Tron. I'm going to be looking at Verge, Electrify Asia, as well as Litecoin as well. Litecoin looks like a good setup just now as well, as do many other coins. So I'm just going to see who's in the house just now. Who's in the house? I have Craig Knight's in, Jen Mon is in, welcome to you. Marion Florin, Char Dan is back with us, good morning to you. Hit the likes before you say it, Char. Dan, hit the likes if you like this video, and kind of subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the notification bell as well. And I've literally just started a new Telegram group because I think people might be getting pissed off with me kind of posting in the BABB channel, or the two BABB channels. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to start a Telegram group. Don't know how I'm going to manage it, but I'll start it anyway, and a couple of people have joined already, which is good. Muggleborn Zero is in, hi to you. Matthew Parks, George Charles, Ming Lai, welcome to you, haven't seen you before. Musa is in the house, King Baviro. Kim O'Brien's in as well, one of our founding members of CYT-Crypto.com, good to see you here, Kim. Scotch Bill's in the house. Musa Moose is in, Dave's in the house as well, okay. Alex Jug is in the house, Sean DeMacaulay, Eddie Holland, Crypto Dread, Michael Harold, Studio 10 is in, and Christopher Dalson is in, Andrew Wakefield, Mac Paul and Cooper, Richie Kerr, Tony Pettit is in as well. So we've got a lot of members from the CYT-Crypto.com place as well, who are members of our Facebook group, our private members. It's a kind of Facebook group for private members at CYT-Crypto.com. So if you want to join the free group, you can. There's a link down below for the free group on Facebook, and you can join us in the private members area if you want to get my calls, my trading kind of strategies as well. I've got a program out at CYT-Crypto.com, so you can join that as well. It's only $197, and plus you get kind of calls as well, and I teach you how to look for calls as well. Plus now we've got a Telegram group as well, so we can all dive in there. We also have got in Rob UK is in, Crypto Don Juan, good morning to you. Simone Hendricks, Dave Sidney is in as well. Okay, so we'll get to the comments later. What we'll do just now is we'll just look at, are we in there? Yeah. What we'll do just now is just look at CoinMarketCap and see what's been happening in the world. I need to turn Telegram off just now. Gone a bit mental. Okay, so Bitcoin managed to stay above the $9,000, which is good. So hopefully we're going up from here. I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin as well in a wee sec. So it's up 0.76%. Overall market cap is up to 437 billion, which is good. Bitcoin dominance 35.9%, so it's gone up slightly. So people are getting it out of the alts a wee bit and going back into Bitcoin. Who's the winners? Bitcoin Dark. Bitcoin Dark has went up 136%, which is kind of mental. So Bitcoin Dark is shot up to $245. Golem is doing brilliant. Golem, which recently joined Binance, has gone up to 87 cents, which is excellent. 8share as well, I know that's been kind of promoted just now on one of the Telegram groups. Loom Network is doing well. Veritasium, Fusion, Bitcoin, 0x, Wakey Chain. I haven't actually heard of that, if I'm being honest. I need to stop saying that. Somebody mentioned that yesterday, and I watched my video back yesterday, and I realised just how much I say, to be honest. I didn't actually realise I'd done it that much. Zilliqa has gone up in ontology, so there's a lot of kind of risers. It's all in kind of green just now. Well, not all in green, there's a few kind of losers there. Mixin gone down, that's had a great run over the last few weeks. Dentacoin's down, Verge is down a wee bit as well. So we'll just look at the big players just now. We'll look at Binance and look at USDT. So Bitcoin, still looking great on the daily chart. and it's still above, the 7 MA is still above the 100 MA, so that's looking good. So it's 9,239 at the moment. Did go as high as 9,739 the other day, but it's still looking good on the daily chart, on the hourly chart. What we're looking at here, looking good on the hourly chart as well. Yeah, from 9,000. So it kind of went down a wee bit to 8,797, and that was the other day. So, but we're still rising just now, and it's still looking good. And the 25 MA is about to cross the 100 MA as well, which is another bullish sign. Okay, we'll look at NEO. There's NEO at the moment. We'll look at Litecoin in a wee second. I think that's going to have a wee bull run as well. NEO's still sitting at $84 just now, still a really good opportunity. And they are not as good as kind of $46 as it was a couple of weeks ago, but still a really good opportunity here, $84. I got out of NEO, my beloved NEO. I got out at $200 and $112. Ethereum, that's kind of took a wee shoot up as well, up to $725, which is good for the BABB price as well, because BABB is kind of paired with Ethereum, so that's going to be good for the BABB price, the dollar value of BABB. And Litecoin, I kind of called this morning into the group, the free group, not the free group, the private members group. I'm just kind of saying it just now, a lot of people would have seen it anyway. So it was up about $155, it came right down to $150, but it's going back up again. So I said about $150 it looks as if it's going to go up again. So on the hourly chart looks fantastic, kind of crossed over $145. On the daily chart, this is what I was looking at. So it's looking good, a really good setup for the daily chart from here on in, but it really crossed over around about $127 with green candle confirmations there. So if you've gotten around about this point, about $130, that would have been good for you as well. What else is doing? We'll just look at the kind of USDT pairings. That's on a 1 day for ADA. We'll just look at the 1 hour. Yeah, Cardano's still looking really good. Dollar value wise as well. Bitcoin Cash looking good. What's it looking on the 1 day chart? Yeah, just massive swing up from $735 a couple of weeks ago. So double your money on Bitcoin Cash if you're in Bitcoin Cash when it crossed over. And that's been fantastic for you, even if you kind of went in when the 7 MA crossed 100 MA at 11.56. Still being a really good play at 30% rise. QTUM, I like the look of QTUM, to be honest. I do really like QTUM at the moment. And it's sitting at $22 just now. Can crossed over to $15. Long term, that's a $100 coin easily, I think, QTUM. It looks to be a $100 coin. And Binance, also like Binance as well for the long term. 1 day it's a bit choppy, to be honest, on the daily chart. Okay, so we'll just look at a couple of comments. Who else is in the house? Craig Knight, another mad day in the crypto world. It certainly is. Good morning. So happy to be here live. Thanks. Thanks to school being a polling station, so you've got a day off today, Kim. That's good. Morning, mate. Big boy speedos on. Excellent. Need to get your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, and do your own research on any of this. Usually the coins I talk about are I've kind of invested in, but recently I've not. I've just been looking for good plays and just kind of been calling them and putting them in a private group as well. And sometimes I kind of mention it here on the YouTube channel as well. Morning from in the house from Sheffield, Mr. Moose. Okay, we'll just go to the bottom. Right, Steve, your voice sounds like very different, sounds like a machine. I think I know why that is. 1 wee second. It's because... Right, does that sound better? Let me know if that sounds better. In fact, I'll just test it just now. Let me know if that sounds better. In fact, I'll just test it just now. Let me know if that sounds better. In fact, I'll just test it just now. Let me know if that sounds better. In fact, I'll just Right, I don't know if that is sounding better, to be honest. Hopefully it does, because I had to... No, that's... should be the wrong one. Right, it's going a bit wonky just now, but hopefully that does sound better. 1 wee sec. Try and get this sorted before we go on. The wrong one. Right, it's going a bit wonky just now, but hopefully that does sound better. 1 wee sec. Right, that should be it. I'm just seeing the comments. Better before, worse, worse. No, no good, Stephen. It's okay. It's fine now. That's fine. You're now. No, keep the voice as before. Yeah, that's better. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you. It's because I was going to show you a clip. Because Ripple was in Parliament yesterday. Ryan from Ripple, the director of Ripple, was in Parliament, and I was going to show you that, but it requires the internal kind of microphone to be on, or the internal audio. So I'll not be able to show you that. Okay, 100% voice now. Sean D. Macaulay worse? It's worse. What the hell's going on, man? Voice now. Sean D. Macaulay worse? It's worse. That's a pain in the arse. Right, what's going on? What's going on? Right, I'll just see if that sounds better. I'll try and get this sound sorted before I go on. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that's fine. Sound is a bit better now. Don't talk so loud. Sounds fine to me. Sign language. Put down input level. I think, no, it's just because I was going to play that clip to you. So it might be, it should be that now. 1 wee second. Is that better now? That should be better now because I had the built-in microphone audio on. It's a pain in the arse. That should be better now because I had to built in. Right, sorry about this, folks. That's fine, believe me. Okay, right, we're all good. I'll not be able to show you that clip then. So what I was going to show you is a clip from Ripple was in kind of Parliament the other day. I just don't know if I can find that. Not the other day, yesterday. And it was kind of Ryan Zagone from Ripple. And they were in Parliament talking about kind of blockchain technology and kind of cryptocurrencies and stuff like that as well. But what I'll do is I'll post a link instead. I just thought it was quite interesting for you to hear because he was asking why, or he was being asked why Ripple, or what Ripple are doing just now and why they're on the blockchain just now. So it's quite interesting, but I'll post a link instead if that's going to distort the sound. Perfect, it's okay, okay. Sounds a little better now. Right, okay, so we'll get back to what we were kind of talking about. So we'll look at the kind of markets. We'll look on Binance just now. That's where I go to first. Then I'll look on KuCoin. Then I'll look on Bittrex. Somebody was asking in the group as well what exchanges are good. But there's a lot of good exchanges out there, but you don't want to be on too many. It's a pain in the arse being on too many. So it's good to look at kind of some of the smaller ones. So the likes of IDEX, you can find some really good coins on IDEX or kind of some of the other smaller exchanges. KuCoin is good to look for good coins as well. Obviously the bigger ones are going to be on Binance, and you've got Bittrex as well, and you've got the kind of Asian markets or the Asian exchanges as well. They're good. So at the moment, where are we? We'll just look at Golem's doing brilliant just now. So look at TRX. So Tron looks good for a position to get into position, but on the hourly chart looks as if it's going down a wee bit on the hourly chart. So that looks as if it's going to hopefully comes back up again. It might be able to get into a good position on that. You can see the recent high over 1,043 Satoshi and it's now down to 923. So it might go down a wee bit more. I think it's better looking on the 15-minute chart to find a position. Yeah, so even on the 15-minute chart, it's not looking good at the moment. So it might go down a wee bit more. So there's going to be opportunities to get back into Tron if you're out of it just now, like me. So there might be a good wee opportunity to get in there if you've got the spare kind of Bitcoin or cash to get in there as well. So that's looking good. So I've not got the cash just now. I'm kind of tied up just now. So it's not that good for me to get into. But it does present an opportunity. Kind of going back up slightly just now. What's the USDT price for Bitcoin? 9236. That's looking good on the 15-minute chart as well. It's looking okay. So the other ones that are presenting an opportunity, XVG, kind of shot up again. So that was looking good when I seen it earlier on, but it's just shot up again. That's just a pain in the arse. So I've been saying XVG, despite what you might think about the ethics of kind of partnering with Pornhub and stuff like that, I think from a kind of charting point of view and a financial point of view, I think it's going to be good in the long run. I can see it easily doubling from here in a couple of months' time, once all the kind of noise dies down around XVG. And we'll look at BABB just now as well on Bancor. BABB went up, it was down for a day or so, but it's kind of gone back up now, which is good. We'll just see where it is just now. So who's the highest risers on Bancor? Authorship, Bitclade, Wax, BC Shop as well. They're the highest risers. So Kin is doing well again, 258. Bax is 2117, so that's good. So it's kind of holding in price around about the 2000 or 0.2 of a cent level. Which is good. Pundy X still in play just now as well, and same with XBP, that's in play. Zinfin, somebody was talking about that yesterday as well. It's looking good. So yeah, Bax is they've not released kind of any new information yet, apart from their update that they had the other day, and I kind of criticised that, and I got a message from Annie, to be honest, Annie Alexander. And she said, so you think I look like a young hipster? And I said, yeah, it's not, it's just a style of videos. I just said, I hope you weren't offended, but I just have to be honest and kind of point out. So I spoke about the videos to Annie as well. So nothing you can do, it's just kind of my honest opinion on that. And a lot of other people kind of shared the same opinion as well. Got a few messages on Telegram yesterday about the kind of videos being too youngish and trying to be too hipster kind of type, but Annie found it funny and she took it in good humour as well, so I appreciate that. I really appreciate that, but I don't know what they're going to do from here on in. I would imagine Rushdie, Paul and Adam will be doing kind of more videos as well, I would imagine, because a lot of people have written to kind of BABB about that. I see it in the Telegram channel as well. Okay, what is Electrify Asia? We kind of spoke about this yesterday. We'll see where that is doing just now. It's up to 1745. So as I said, this was mentioned in Blockchain Whispers a while ago, or last week, and it kind of shot up to 2,300, but it came back down again and went down to about 1,500. So yesterday I'd kind of seen it about 1,560, and I thought this is a good opportunity to get in. So I actually said to the group as well, the private group, yesterday this might be a good opportunity to get in. So it's went up around about 200 Satoshi since then. So hopefully some of you managed to get in if you're in the private group as well. And I think it's going to double from here, to be honest, in the next month or two at least, kind of double. But Blockchain Whispers, they said kind of sell it 100 million when it gets to 100 million market cap. So it's about 60 million just now, I believe. And we'll just have a wee look at Electrify Asia. Yeah, 57 million market cap. So when it gets to about 30 cents or so. But I still think it's going to go up. I think it's going to have a market cap within 6 months of about 250 million. So possible 5x from here. I see for Electrify Asia, it looks really good. WePower as well, it's looking good. The kind of energy companies like this, Electrify Asia, WePower, are looking good, to be honest. Okay, we'll just go to a few comments. do you see BABB on KuCoin in the near future? Owen West. To be honest, that would be my preferred choice. I don't think it's going to get on Binance straight away because of the cost involved. I don't think it's going to get on Bittrex. But KuCoin would be my kind of preferred choice, if I'm being honest, and I can see it hopefully being on KuCoin in the near future as well, but I think the price will have to rise a wee bit before that happens. 10x Pay looks good on Bittrex. I've held 10x since it came out on ICO last year, so I've still got 10x at the moment. I've not got that much, but at the time it was a lot of money at the time when I bought them. So yeah, 10x does look good, and I've held it since it came out, so I'm holding that for the long term as well. 10x, it was a bit of a shame when the credit card company kind of pulled out of it, but I think they're still going to make it, and the CEO is brilliant on kind of YouTube, I have to be honest. He knows his stuff. Hollow, hot, some crazy volume, a really low price. So yeah, Hollow's been doing excellent. And where was it? So it's up at 12 Satoshi just now. What market is it on? It's on IDEX at the moment. But look at the volume on that, nearly 3 million. It's crazy volume. I noticed that the other day. I thought, what the hell's going on here? But it's doing really, really well. It's got a total supply of 177 billion. I don't know what the circulating supply is. So that's why it's ranked 1,338, because it's not got the circulating supply. Once that gets updated on CoinMarketCap, obviously they'll be ranked higher than this. And crazy volume, like I said, definitely. Looks like Tron has taken support from the 7-day MA on the chart. So we'll look at that. XVG kind of going up again. Tron. Right, is that on the daily chart you were talking about? Ah, right, okay. So on the daily chart, yeah. So it might bounce from the 7 MA. Hopefully it doesn't come down to 25 MA and bounce from there. For anybody that's holding Tron, I'm not in it just now, but for anybody that's holding Tron, I hope it doesn't go down to kind of 600-700 again. But yeah, it might be kind of using that as a support line, the 7 MA, and it's been doing that for kind of a while on the 6-hourly chart. And we kind of looked at that yesterday. You can see on the 6-hourly chart it was using that 7 MA as support, but now the 7 MA on the kind of 6-hourly has been used as resistance at the moment, so it's kind of swung round about, so it might have a wee bit more to go down before it goes back up. But you never know with Tron. That's the thing with Tron, you just never know, because sometimes you think, oh, this is going down, it's going down, you look at the charts and you think, oh shit, it's going down, I must get out, and then suddenly it just kind of comes right back up again. And that's obviously, well, it's not obviously, but it might be kind of whales kind of manipulating that as well. But it's such high volume, I can't see how that's really possible unless you've got huge whales in there, to be honest. I buy BABB on IDEX. If you're holding BABB, or if you're looking to buy BABB and you're looking to go over 3 Ethereum worth, which is what, $16 to about $2,000 now. If you're looking to buy over $2,000 worth, I'd buy it on IDEX, if I'm being honest. Oh, there I've said it again, I need to stop that. Yeah, I would buy it on IDEX if you're going over $2,000 worth. If it's under $2,000, then you're fine. It's really good trading experience on Bancor. It's just with higher volume, it's not good because you get charged premium. Matthew Parks just holding until the 28th. All will be good. Hold. Right, what are we talking about, Matthew? Are you talking about kind of 10x or Tron? Or Tron. If you're talking about Tron, obviously you're talking about the mainnet. Marion Florin, Lisk too. Lisk looks good. It's always looked like a good one for the long term. Yeah, Lisk is looking good. Was it priced at dollar value? $14. It's a daily chart. So a low of 101,000. That's up to 151,000 just now, or a recent low of 101,000. Kind of high is looking about 334,000. So you've still got double from here for Lisk as well. So yeah, Lisk has always been a good coin. I think that's going to be a good kind of protocol to use as well for other people coming in. DC BABB on, all right, I've seen that one. And TRX is okay, correcting, will rise again. Yeah, I definitely think it will rise again. Definitely, it just might go down a wee bit, but whether you want to kind of wait until it goes down that wee bit more, I don't know. But I would, for me, if I had the money, I'd probably get into Tron just now. Matthew Parks, hope you get back into Tron, mate. I wish I could. There's just other coins playing out just now, and they're a wee bit longer term for me. The short term trading kind of opportunities. I'm into BABB, obviously. I've sold out all my Tron, but I've been trading with other kind of stuff as well. So if I got out of the other one that I'm in, I'll definitely get back into Tron. On West, Encash. Encash, I think, is going to do good for the long term. With the FUD last week, I think it kind of went down, obviously. Where did it go down to? It didn't go down that much. It only went down 100 Satoshi or so. So I still think long term that's a good play, and I think we're going to be up at 1,000 Satoshi in the next month or so with Encash. So I don't think if you're holding Encash just now, I wouldn't be worried. Fun is looking good. I'm just looking at the smaller ones. Poet as well. Poet's done brilliantly since about 380. IOST, same again. Storm, all those ones. And I can mention this about 3-4 weeks ago, that I've seen all these coins kind of possibly doubling from where they were, and they've all doubled, because obviously the sentiment's come back into the market, and Bitcoin was going up as well, and they've all doubled, to be honest. CDT blocks, I didn't get in on that, but I'd seen it a few days ago and kind of mentioned that as well, and that's done brilliantly since then. XVG, can definitely see that doubling. Tron, yeah, I think now might be a good time to look at. Lend has done brilliant as well. ETH Lend has done excellent over the last few days. Zalika just keeps going. It just keeps going up, It's doing brilliant. Manitha as well, I was into Manitha. They've done not too bad as well. They've went up about 50% from the recent all-time low as well. So the market as a whole, the sentiment in the market is really good just now. What was the other kind of stuff I was going to talk about as well just before going? Yeah, it was a Ripple kind of one I was looking at. Yeah, so I've seen this kind of news article as well, and I thought this was quite good. The co-founder is it Joseph Lubin? The co-founder of Ethereum. Yeah, Joseph Lubin. The co-founder of Ethereum is not worried because there's going to be a meeting next week in the US about Ethereum being a security, and if it does become that as kind of under federal law, it's going to become a security, then things are going to change for Ethereum. But I've no doubt that it's going to be it's not classed as a security, and this is what Joseph Lubin is saying in this article as well, saying he's extremely comfortable that Ether is not a security. So I don't think that's going to happen next week, but there is going to be a meeting next week from the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and they'll be looking at to see or judge if it is an actual security. And I think they'll be looking at the Howey test, which is kind of an older kind of test. Well, I say older compared to the crypto market as a whole. It's an old kind of test to look to see if a coin is a security or not. So that was quite interesting as well. I thought that was quite good. What other stuff on CCN? Yeah, Big Rail's been hacked again. When it says this, allegedly has been hacked, according to CCN. Telegram, yeah, I thought that was an interesting one as well. So I didn't actually know this. So I got up this morning, kind of read this as well, and I thought, holy shit, I wonder why Telegram have decided holding a public initial coin offering to the funded developments of a third generation blockchain. Site source familiar with the matter also puts that Pavel Durov, led firm, determined that it's pleased with the 1.7 billion it had raised and prepares not to undergo the operation and regulatory hassles of opening the offering to the general public. So yeah, I wonder what's going on there. The fund may have hoped to raise as much as 5 billion through a private pre-sale and a public ICO. Events have shifted. So this is all to do with the regulation again. This is why it's a pain in the arse that the government are coming in to this and starting to regulate it. But in another sense, it's a good thing as well. It's not all bad that they're going to be regulating it. It's just protecting the public as well, but really it's protecting their own interests as well, I believe. And I don't think that's conspiracy. I think it's just, it makes sense that they're going to do that. XVG always up and Tron down. Yeah. Mark Paul, Tron, when I think by mistake I close all my position at 0.0023. Yeesh, I know. It's hard, but once you made a decision, once you buy a crypto and then you sell it, just walk away from it. And even when you see it going up, I know it's kind of hard looking at it going up, but you've made a profit. Think that you've made a profit. A lot of people don't make profit in crypto because they don't know about the kind of right trading strategies, when to get out, when to get in. So a lot of people don't make a profit. So just be thankful that you've made a profit, and then you can use that profit to kind of go into another coin, or maybe even get back into Tron as well. But a lot of people think when they bought a coin and say they sold it like Tron, say I kind of sold it about 540 Satoshi, and think they see it going up, and they find it difficult to get in at double the price of what it was, or double the Satoshi value of what it was. But that's not the right kind of attitude as well. Just because it was double from where you sold it doesn't mean to say it's not a good kind of coin to get back into. So just look for a trading kind of entry point and then go back in. So don't let your pride kind of stop you from getting it back into a coin just because it's doubled from where it is. If you think about Ripple, you think about Ethereum, Bitcoin, and things like coins like that as well, then you'll know why that's not a good idea to not go in just because it's kind of doubled from where you got out at. So just look for a good trading setup as well. One chain is looking strong. It is looking strong, Angelo. One chain is doing really well. Just have a wee look at one. Look at that chart on a one-day chart. Just a beautiful chart from 3,580 or 35,800. Yeah, 35,800 all the way up to 100,000, which it has just now. So that was 3x one chain, plus anybody that got on in the ICO would have done brilliantly on one chain, to be honest. Let me stop saying that. Banker Stevens, similar to Bax. Yeah, someday I think Superman had talked about Banker as well. I don't see it as being totally the same as Bax. Rob UK, what about if you pay in their native Banker tokens? Are you still paying high fees over 3 Ethereum? Honestly, I don't know. That is a good question, Rob. I don't actually know that. IDEX takes forever to load your Ethereum. It does. Studio 10, I use Pundix and Zinfin for day trade, swapping back and forth, making small $50 to $100 a day. That's what I've been doing with Bancor as well. I've been swapping between Bax, between Kin, PundyX. I didn't get in Zinfin, and there was another one I was kind of doing as well. So I just swap between 3 or 4 of them, and just starting from $500, it's up to about $1,100 now. So yeah, that's what I do as well. I think that's a good wee kind of trading strategy. What about OCN? OCN, this has been talked about as well quite a bit. Oh, it's not Ocean Chain. Odyssey, yeah. How's that feeling? It's up to nearly 3 cents just now, 59 market cap. It was down at below 1 cent. So it's doing well. It's doing well. Rank 223 just now. We kind of looked at this, yeah. We did look at this last week because a lot of people have been talking about it. But I'm not into it just now. I've not kind of investigated it. I've only got limited time, unfortunately. It's a pain in the arse. Jack Ma is Justin Sun's father. Yeah, I would imagine. I could imagine that coming out. That'd be a good GIF, animated GIF actually. If you Harden can see a 4x in Tron in the run up to the mainnet launch, then a great opportunity to sell and buy back in should it dip after. 4x, so you think it's going to go up to 4,000 Satoshi? That's a lot, to be honest, Peter. That would be a lot. It'd be an amazing if you did get that kind of return on it. That'd be absolutely amazing. I do see it going up. I did say maybe 2,000 Satoshi, but I don't know if it could go up to 4,000 Satoshi. That's like 40 cents or something like that. We're looking at the dollar value. Any thoughts on RDD? Redcoin, strong community, and has been in the degree a lot of late and still at 1 cent. Yeah, Redcoin is just like, it's a cockroach. It's just never going to go away. It just never dies. Redcoin has been out for ages as well. So I do see Redcoin doing okay for the future. I don't know what they've got going on just now, but Redcoin, it just never goes away. It just slowly kind of chipping away and just going higher a lot. Where is Redcoin just now actually? $0.01 just now. But if you look at it back where it was the price? 3 Satoshi. Its highest value has been, let's try and go with 158 Satoshi. So that would have been a great return on investment. If you got in very early and you got millions of these coins, this would have been a brilliant investment. What was it before? Yeah, 3 Satoshi has been kind of one of his lowest, or 2 Satoshi. So you could have got millions of coins then, and then sold it. You'd have been at 118 just now. So if you got in at 2 Satoshi, you've 50x'd your money. 50x, that's 5,000%. That'd have been crazy. That'd have been crazy. So if you put in $1,000, you'd have got $50,000 back. Scottish Bull regulations will be good. Yes, I think regulations are good in the long term. I just don't like the kind of government getting involved, and I think they've got obviously ulterior motives as well. But on the face of it, they're looking to protect the public, and I can understand that from that point of view, because the public that don't know about crypto yet, and they're going to want to get into it, they want to see it regulated before they actually get in. So from that point of view, it's going to be good for the crypto market as a whole, and for more new people to get in. And if they know it's being regulated by the governments or the government bodies, then they're going to be more, they're going to feel more secure getting in. So I understand it from that point of view. I just think there's kind of ulterior motives as well. Matthew Parks, does anybody use an alert system, not a stop loss, but something that messages your phone if a crypto stock drops to a specified value? If so, what? You can do that in Coinigy. Coinigy's got a good alert system as well. So I don't know if you can, you'll be able to do it on others. There'll be loads of programs out there, to be honest, Matthew. But Coinigy can give you, set up an alert for you as well. So not just looking if a price drops, but if you think, okay, if this coin gets to this price, that's the time I want to get in. So you might be looking at the 7 MA crossing the 25 MA, and then you say, okay, I'm going to get in then. So you can set alerts on Coinigy as well. Any suggestions for cold storage of backs? Yeah, just use the you can use the Ledger Nano S or the Trezor for storage of backs. So definitely do that. Frozen, have you heard any? Right, I missed that. Frozen, have you heard any? That's Owen West. Is that referring to somebody? I don't know. What was the other coin I was going to look at? I'm just going to look at the markets again. Litecoin, where's it at just now? $152. Yeah, I think Litecoin is going to go up, to be honest, and it's going to, and I think when it moves, it's going to move kind of quite big. $84 for Neil. Where's Bitcoin sitting at just now? So 9242, still looking okay. That's on the daily. On the hourly, yeah, we're still looking okay for the bigger kind of coins. Dave, Scottish Bull, to be honest, just now. You taking the piss? I know I do say that a lot. Wicked, thanks. High Plains, I will take a look. Scottish Bull, can you please use with your Ledger Nano? Yeah, but they're okay now. Right, I've missed a couple of comments there. 1 second. I use Binance Price Alert app on Play Store. Excellent, excellent. Scottish Bull, wear it, $250. Mac Pawn, thanks, Steve. What do you say? But I keep for at least 2 years, specifically Tron. excellent. If you've got the kind of discipline to keep a coin for 2 years, I don't think you're going to have any problems at all. Even I think all the coins that you've got just now in your portfolio, unless they're totally shit coins and there's no use case, they've not got a good team or anything like that, unless they're totally shit coins, I think all the coins, you're going to have a massive return if you've got the discipline to hold for 2 years. Me, I haven't got the discipline. I love kind of to trade, and I'm talking about trading within a 6 month kind of time span as well. But I've got coins I've held for the last nearly a year now, kind of like 10x. Wager, I've held for over a year as well. That's brilliant returns just now. I think that's going to do brilliant returns in the future as well. So there's a lot of coins that kind of I've held for the long term, but I like to kind of trade. So, but I've managed to trade my way up to have enough to hold a lot of coins for the long term. And Tron was going to be one of them, but I just couldn't resist getting into BABB, and I'm trading now to get back into Tron and kind of Neo as well. And hopefully it's going to do okay in the future. But if you've got a portfolio just now and you're sitting at maybe, I don't know, $2,000-3,000, I think in 2-3 years' time you're going to be looking at $20,000 or 10x where you are just now. Unless they are, of course, shit coins. And there's a lot of shit coins out there, to be honest. Litecoin will go up. Charlie Lee out of it. Good news. I think Litecoin is going to go up. I really do think Litecoin is going to go up. I'm still out of Tron, took profits and bought more LTC. Brilliant. So I think there's a couple of trading strategies. I spoke about this before in other videos as well. If you are kind of somebody that's not trading, you're not day trading, then looking at dollar cost averaging is going to be brilliant for you. So if you go into Neo, for example, with $45, you might put in, say, $500 a month or $100 a month, and you just buy Neo every single month on the same day, and you do the dollar cost averaging. I think that's going to be excellent. So you could have got 2 Neo maybe last month, for example, and then this month you might get 1.2 Neo. Next month it might be 0.8 Neo, and you just do the dollar cost averaging and just keep buying. If you're going to hold for the long term. Same with Litecoin, same with Bitcoin, same with Cardano. To be honest, the big coins, Ethereum, I'll do the same with that as well. So if you're for a longer term strategy, dollar cost averaging is going to be really good for you. So put in a lump sum, then start to dollar cost average and just buy a bit every single month. I think that's a good way to do it. And also, if you're day trading, just look for the trading opportunities. And when I say day trading, I'm talking about from kind of 1 to 30 days. I think that's a good play, but you could do short term kind of trading as well, but you're looking to hold for kind of 6 months if you think it's going to be a good 6 month hold. But generally, I think holding is the best strategy. Holding for 80% of your coins and then trading with 20% of your coins, I think, is good, because it keeps your finger on the pulse as well. If you're not trading at all and you're just looking at the markets every week, you've not got your finger on the pulse. You don't get the general kind of sentiment of the market. That's what I've found when I'm not in it. I just don't get the sentiment. But holding the good coins for the long term, I think, is a really good strategy. But having said that, look at kind of Bitcoin. If you kind of held that, if you bought, I don't know, kind of $15,000 and you think, okay, I'm going to hold for the long term, and you're way down just now, you'd be looking at your portfolio and going, holy shit. But we know it's going to go back up in the future. So holding could be a long-term play as well, but I'd rather look at it and kind of trade as well. You into Power Ledger or any of the other Aussie coins? Not into Power Ledger. I think it's going to do good. Same with WePower and Electrify Asia, in the same market as them, but I think they're going to do good. Well, I've just got some backs, 1.1 ETH, worth a look to get more. Andrew Wakefield. Yeah, backs, what was I saying at just now? You're getting it for a really good price just now. Backs at 2079. Really good price. What's the ETH value? I'll just look at the ETH value. Oh no, it's going to ask me to connect. I'll just look at the ETH value. So it's 290 ETH just now, or GUI, just now. And obviously it's going up in dollar value because Ethereum is going up in dollar value just now. So this will go up accordingly as well. But we want that to get back up to around about the 400 level. So I have no issues at all with BABB just now. I still love it, still support it, in it for the long term. Steve, I told you yesterday, Zebi, haha, keep up the good work. Yeah, Zebi's done brilliant. Zebi, a lot of people are getting into Zebi just now. Where is Zebi at the moment? Yeah, up another 43%. It's done amazing. It's done absolutely amazing. So it's up at 2,000 Satoshi just now. And we talked about it yesterday. It's kind of down at 1,000 Satoshi, so it's nearly almost doubled. I think when we spoke about it yesterday, it was 11.9 cents. So it's doing amazing. It is doing amazing. I just didn't have the funds to get in on it as well. But well done, Chris. You've done brilliant on that if you're still in that just now. 0x is high because of the recent rumours to the first coin might be added to Coinbase as their office are walking distance apart. Wow, excellent. That's why 0x is doing good. Oh. Where is it? Where is it? That's not 0x. What the hell is it? I can't find it, man. What's the ticker symbol for 0x? There it is, ZRX. 6,000, it's doubled in price from a couple of weeks ago. Well, from the end of March. So there's rumours, I didn't realise there was rumours there. Cardano to $1 by the end of the year. Cardano looks brilliant for the long term. Really good. Marcus Shapari. And at last, Loom looks interesting. Good morning. I've seen Loom. I checked that as well. So welcome, Marcus. I've seen Loom as well. I've seen that was going up. It was doing well when I was checking the charts this morning. 376,000 backs for 1.1 Ether. Excellent, Andrew. Good morning, Stephen. I have a bit of a headache, so I don't have my big boy pants on at the moment, to be honest. Eating a grapefruit now. Thanks for sharing your thoughts. My pleasure, Christopher. Owen West, I heard reports BABB are trying to crowdfund to pay for the banking license. Should it come through any truth in this? Yes, that's what came out the other day, Owen. So the other day they kind of released an announcement on Medium to say they're going to raise 2.6 million to get the banking license, because the banking licenses require there's going to be funding up front and there's going to be money there up front, almost like an insurance kind of thing. So I think it's about €1 million each for the Lithuanian banking license and for the Bank of England banking license as well, which, as I said, proves to me or shows to me that the banks are kind of serious about it. At BABB are looking to raise this amount of money. So it's going to be in the kind of like an equity share. That's how they're going to be raising it on the crowd sales. So they're going to be selling off 2.6% of the company for that, for 2.6 million. So it's going to be £1 per share. So they've yet to release more details on that, but that should be coming out in the next, hopefully by the end of the week. What do you think of PPP? Missed that. Where is PPP? PayPal. Never heard of it. Never heard of it. No, I've heard of PayPal. I just don't know anything about it at all. 160, 130 million market cap, 82 million, 165 website. I've seen it on the charts when I've been looking. Credit assessment for affordable funding. Empower your business with insightful financial tools and build a healthy cash flow in a sustainable, affordable manner. Insights now into credit score, business financing, improve your cash flow. As a team. Overview. So I don't know anything about PayPal, but it ranked 160, 130 million market cap. But I've seen it on the charts when I've been kind of looking at charts and stuff like that. Playing with crypto is all about how you control your mind with patience, I think. And man, it is. It really is. It's difficult. It's even difficult for an experienced trader as well sometimes to kind of look at it and you're seeing a coin going up or you're seeing a coin going down. You think, shit, what do you do? And it's all that kind of mind stuff. But if you can learn to walk away after doing trading and just look at if you've looked at the fundamentals, you looked at the team, you've done all your due diligence, and you really believe in a coin, then it's all the more power to you if you can walk away and say, okay, this is a long-term coin. So I think it is all about the mind of kind of trading. And a really good book is The Adventures of a Stock Operator. I think Jesse Livermore, I think that's still, and it applies to crypto as well. I think that's a really good book as well if you want to read that. And what are your thoughts on Populous? They just released their first invoice to bid on the platform. Again, Populous, I know Cliff High's really into Populous, or he was. He'd been into Populous for a couple of years, not a couple of years, a couple of months. And I've seen his reports on Populous as well, but I've never ever got into it, to be honest. To be honest, I need to stop saying that, man. Michelle, hi Steve, what are your thoughts on U-Network? Never seen them either. I don't know much about them. You. 24 million. Volume 3 million, which is really good. Circulating supply 5 billion. 10 billion total supply. Where are they? 21 Satoshi. Been as high as 61 Satoshi. What they're currently at, 47 Satoshi. They've only been out since April the 17th. So I don't know anything about them, to be honest, but it looks kind of okay. Marked 361, ranked 381 or 61? 61 just now. Zebi 45% up. Did you get in? Oscar? No, I didn't get in. We've spoken about it over the last couple of days and last week as well, but no, I didn't get into it. Just not got the funds available at the moment. Patrick Frey, can you check Red Pulse please? I bought on a 1560, looking, waiting for an exit point. 1560 for, this is one I recommended as well. On the daily chart, so look on the hourly chart. It's still in play just now. Red Pulse is definitely still in play. So on a 6 hourly. I think Red Pulse is okay from here. So if you're looking for an exit point, I don't know. I'll just keep an eye on the charts just now. And if you go on the 1560, it's still in play on the daily charts. It looks good on the daily charts, looks good on the 6 hourly charts as well. And on the hourly chart, it's still in play on the hourly chart as well, to be honest. Here we go again. I just didn't realise how often I said that. Love your channel, Steve. Keep up the great work, Owen West. Thank you very much, Owen. Really appreciate that. Studio 10. Be careful with IDEX. Have a look at the selling and buying costs. They make huge profits. Yeah, I know. It's just because some of the coins are just on IDEX or they're just on a certain exchange. So sometimes you're stuck. So on IDEX, you can find really good coins at really good prices. But you're right, the kind of trading costs are a bit of a nightmare sometimes. And Chris Cash, yes, still on Zebi, Steve, but still at the price 0.18. I see a 5x soon in the short term. It looks really good for the short term if you look at the charts. Thoughts on Holochain, we spoke about that at the beginning. Yeah, we looked at kind of hot for at the beginning. Do you think Tron Alibaba partnership is a big announcement? I don't know. I don't know what the big announcement is going to be. I just, with Tron, you never know. They're just so unexpected. It's so unexpected, or things come so unexpectedly for Tron. You just never know what's going to happen with them. That's why it's good to still just stay in Tron. Just stay in it for life if you're going to. I didn't do that because I saw an opportunity in BABB, but because it could just rise the next second, the next 5 minutes, it could just double in price. So you never know with Tron. It broke IDEX with its volume as Holochain. Wow. Patrick Frey, thanks mate. MMA volume, Owen West, gold. And that was Owen West. Yeah. I don't know what they're going to do, but yeah, Tron are just, they're going to do big things. They are doing big things. And I think they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in the future. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today. And as I said, I've set up the Telegram group. I've posted a link in for you as well. And I'll post a link in the comments for you for the Telegram group. Just so I can let you know when I'm going to be going live and we can just chat in there as well. Also join the Facebook group as well. The Facebook group is really good. And they're building up a brilliant community. And if you want to join me and look at my trading strategies as well and just learn everything about crypto, that you can join me over at CYT-Crypto.com, and you can now pay for that program in BACS and Ethereum as well. So you can do that, and I can give you details on that if you're interested in that as well. But for now, have a brilliant day, whatever you're doing, Marky Parks. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate that. For now, have a brilliant day, and until tomorrow, namaste. Take care. Bye now.